the beginning. It was in a lunchroom just down the hall. And Rachel and I are always chatting, so we just come up with this idea. I had an idea, I'd like to do a calendar with these residents, and Rachel's saying, yeah, I've got people to do it. So we did. We put it together, and this is where we are today. It's just amazing.
We decided to call this project the CareFor Seniors of the Silver Screen. Debbie had mentioned that she was going to be doing a program with her residents here at the Pembroke Civic Complex about movies or favorite TV shows and that sort of thing. And she brought it up over lunch, and I kind of thought, this is something I could really help out with. I know a lot of really great folks in the community that probably would like to help out with this project and really kind of take it up to a new notch. And so I approached a couple of my friends here in the community, and they were really excited about the project. So basically what we did is we had the residents sit down and they looked at their favorite TV shows and favorite movies, and then they selected shows that they wanted to reenact using themselves as the models. And they did a fabulous, fabulous job. I have to say it was one of my best days at work.
I was excited actually, because it was just out of the blue. She emailed me, told me about the project, wondered if it would be something I'd be interested in, and so I said, sure, tell me more about it. And then when we started coming to the meetings and had myself and the other photographers and yourself and all involved in the meetings, I could see that this was going to be something that was actually going to be very powerful, something a lot of fun. In our industry, being a full-time photographer, you do the same things over and over. In order to keep that passion, you got to find a project that's gonna bring that, and this was one I felt was gonna do that. This is definitely something that was fun, and I'm like, yeah, let's go for it.
Well, again, Ray contacted me through email, and as soon as I read it, I replied back to her saying, give me a little bit more information about what you're looking for, and I'll see if I can do anything. And whenever I see any kind of idea that deals with creativity, and really as a photographer you want to be able to have that kind of control and find fun things to do, when she replied back and explained everything to me, I was like, all right, I'm in, tell me when we're going to meet, and we'll go from there and see what it is that we're looking for. But yeah, my initial reaction was just like, all right, this is going to be cool, we're going to have some fun.
Well, Ray, I guess, sent me first a phone call through the principal just asking if our class could participate in some type of a fundraiser that they were doing hair and makeup, and I try to get involved with as many projects as we can in the community, whether it's inviting the grade 8 classes over from our elementary schools, or doing stuff like this, or helping out with musicals, because oftentimes at the end of the semester when I have the kids reflect on the semester, it's these type of community involvement or doing something for somebody outside of our school that they say was the best part of the semester, because it gets them, well, we have to work really hard to get our skills to the level where they need to be. They need to perfect their skills, and it's just a really fun time getting to show off their skills. And they learn a lot, and we talk about professionalism, we talk about meet and greet and all the things that put the whole service together to make it polished and professional, and it makes them feel really, really good.
I loved it. Like, getting to work with the seniors was, honestly, it was amazing. Like, their vibe and everything, it seemed like they were really into it and they were really excited for it. And just getting to work with them, it was a really good work experience.
You should get the name of that.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Now turn it around like they do in the shows. In the shows?
Oh my God.
Mike's peeking back here, but... You look nice with black hair. Yeah, you do look really nice with black hair.
Yeah.
You look good with red hair, too.
Oh.
Our in-house flaming redhead.
Thank you for being very cooperative.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
I was involved, like I was more up front. I helped with the makeup and hair, and I went over to the CareFor and helped them with their touch-ups and what they needed with the props and stuff.
So you'll have to tell us at the end of today whether blondes really do have more fun.
Oh Lord.
Let's see. Oh, wow. I would blend it a tiny little bit. It's really good, and we always accentuate. Okay, pick up your sponge. Over here, the yellow sponge, a clean yellow sponge, and then just blend your edges. So the interior is fine, and you have it in a perfect spot. So we're just going to very gently blend the edges, just to make it look a little more natural. See what that does? See, it just takes the sharpness off of it. Okay, and we tend to do a little more because it's photography and it's under lights, right? But you're doing great.
Didn't knock it off.
Didn't knock it.
And I put it on. It was like
and her skin just sucked it up, eh? Yeah. So just remember, don't move the blush to a different spot. Just blend your edge.
I really loved it. I really enjoy talking with like elderly people. They're so cute. And I really liked getting to do their makeup and trying out, you know, different things because I do my own makeup, but doing it on a different skin type was really interesting.
For sure, my great-grandbaby is going to be scared to death this afternoon. What's that for?
This is for we have like when we have our irons and stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because it's hot. So we have
How can I get that not to touch my teeth? The lipstick.
I don't wear red lipstick on.
Looking good?
Oh my gosh.
Did you want it on the center? There's a hat too, you guys. Right in the center because when the thing comes on, I'm gonna braid around so you won't be able to see.
Miss Witt, the bump's too high.
The bump's too high. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that happened.
Let me see.
That was one of
And yes, it's supposed to have a 50s look. You know, the 50s have that back home top. Let me see.
Right here because Jeannie has a long ponytail. So when this is all together, this will be the ponytail, and I'm gonna use this to braid.
Can I see the picture?
So you want it like here? So you're gonna do it?
Kelsey has it.
What do you think, Klinger? Look in the mirror.
Oh, Alan lad.
Working on your wig over there.
Okay, look at us again. Can you turn and look at us? Let me see.
He has
Very good. Oh.
Ray, does Klinger have a hat, a nurse's hat?
I think we're working on a hat. He won't be in a nurse costume. He's in a dress with a low cut, but there will be a hat involved.
And will it sit kind of right here or on the back?
It
or
could.
Just a little
And
something
I can make a
here.
nurse's hat. I pulled that off.
Yes, I've done
I
that
can fold a piece of
too.
paper.
Yes.
Fold a piece of paper.
Okay, that
Organic.
a nurse's hat would probably work pretty good for him. I get one shot out of those.
I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, you're not hurting me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Put that in your hands. Rub it
Fine.
hold it through.
That's my biggest fear about doing hair is hurting someone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get you to look straight up.
Best we can. You know, it feels really good.
It's good. It's fun. Can you please pass the mascara over to Kelsey?
Really good.
See? Yes, fantastic.
I know.
Isn't it great? Her skin,
That's
it's
great.
nice and even. Okay, now we need to give her some brows. Okay? So,
We did part
yeah,
of
we
the
did,
brows,
I think, but
I have to go over
that's
them.
right. I think the foundation kind of canceled out some of her brows.
And in 3, 2, 1.
I didn't know what to expect when I first got here. I had kind of some ideas because with the meetings that we did, some of the residents were there. And, but when you get there, you never know until you get there. And so setting up the lights, I think it started coming, they started realizing, oh, this is going to be something, a real big event. I tried to keep it simple, of course, but I just felt that along with myself, I think the residents had fun. And I think as long as we kept it fun, they were going to enjoy it. We were going to get the best out of them. And once you started seeing them coming back from the hair and makeup and started seeing Ray and Debbie pulling out the costumes and how they were dressed and just the excitement and happiness that these residents had doing this project, I thought this is going to be so much fun. When it actually ended, I was actually kind of down a little bit because I was having so much fun. anybody who knows me knows when I get into something like that, I'm right in 100%, and I'm throwing jokes out, I'm doing everything to get the best out of them. And I had so much fun that I definitely told the other photographers, like, I'm coming back the next 2 weeks when you guys are shooting, because I'm coming to help you guys out, because it's too much fun not to. But it's also a lot of work. So I think together as a group, between myself and the other two photographers, yourself, and I think we all work very well together. And I think we came out with a product that I think was just by far one of my favorite things I've ever done.
It was amazing that that first day just kind of flew by, because everyone was jumping into pictures, and there was costumes coming on and off, and it was wild, crazy fun. And the residents picked up on that. They were ready for the next day, and it just continued all the way through. Our photographers were absolutely amazing and worked so well with the residents. You know, John Butler and Ryan Schmidt and Carl Butler, they all did a fabulous job of doing, making everyone feel special and glamorous, like they just stepped off the red carpet.
So Ray, day one down?
Day one down, and we're doing great. I can't believe how good everyone looked. Oh my goodness. It all came together.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
So during the photo shoot day, we originally got to pick our ones that we really wanted, right? So we had those choices, and during shoot day, I come in and I see my name, and then I see some additions to the photo shoot that weren't necessarily ones that I personally wanted to do, but as I saw them and I saw the people start to come in with what they were wearing, and you know, they were really in their character. So as we got the shoot going, and you know, as a photographer, and you're going through kind of the vision of what you want this to look like, and you're seeing these people in their outfits, you really get a sense of how this is going to turn out. And even though I had those additions that maybe weren't, you know, the top of my list as we went through, one of them that was added was Toy Story. Just ended up being this phenomenal experience of kind of just on the fly thinking, okay, how are we going to make this work? What are we going to do? So I think, you know, the day of the photo shoot was just an exciting, adrenaline kind of rush day, because you're trying to have all this fun and enjoyment, and making sure the residents are having fun too. And I know definitely that they had a good time that day.
And then turn this way a little bit for me. There we go. Perfect. There, we are done, Drew. Awesome job. That was great. Yeah, good stuff, man. That was awesome. Thank you.
Oh, you got
He's like a real
to go now?
Yeah.
He just had the whole loose this thing going for us. It's great.
Oh, just the residents. They're so happy, so proud, so proud, and they love CareFor. They just love to be here. That's all I hear, is how much they love it here. They just absolutely love it, and we have so much fun, and that's what it's all about, is laughing. I don't think there's any better medicine.
Looking at the camera. There we go. We got it. We're good. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be same thing. Hope they don't mind us putting a hand on the car.
You do right here?
Yeah, except for you're gonna cause you're gonna be facing this way. So if you use this hand here, holding it like this.
Wait, I gotta get the reaction. Very nice. Hands on the car. No comment, okay.
And a big yeehaw! Okay, Dennis at the camera. Right on, yeah. That's the one.
The end result is so many things that we never expected. We expected to run a program and have the residents have some fun doing that program. And in the end, what we did is we made very strong community relationships. We developed new friends, and our residents developed new friends. And we're already talking about, you know, where can we go with this? We developed 12 incredibly professional photographs, which I think would rival anything that anyone else has done. And I think it had also this wonderful moment for our residents where they really did feel like superstars. My favorite story from the whole thing is I'm a fairly new staff person, and so I know some of the residents, but not all of them. And there's one gentleman who's basically nonverbal and really didn't talk to me a whole lot before this. And now he sees me daily. He has conversations with me. They're limited conversations with a limited vocabulary, but I totally understand what he's talking about. And he goes on, and we smile and we laugh together and go along. And you know, today's a perfect example too, because when you walk into the Trillium Room today, you're going to see that there's not just one person there waiting for an interview. Everyone that was involved is sitting in there right now because the word got out that we're doing interviews today, and they want to continue being superstars for CareFor Seniors of the Silver Screen. It's amazing.
How did you like to be Hot Lips?
Well, I loved it. Yeah. I don't know how to say, but...
I heard you were dyeing your hair blonde for Christmas. Is that true? Getting hair extensions?
Can you see me with blonde hair?
We did see you with blonde hair.
Yeah, with a wig, yeah. Yes.
Hey, you had a lot of makeup done, eh, Zilda?
Yes, I did. I had a lot of makeup done at Fellows, and when I come back here, Debbie helped me get dressed, and my husband was sitting over there, back there, and he didn't recognize me, and I looked in the mirror, I didn't recognize myself either. But it was great. I really liked it. It was really nice. I was the mother from the Addams family, I think. Eh? It's called Portia, and for short, I call myself Pork Chop. That's about it.
And you weren't here very long before we did this either, eh?
No,
you were a new resident as well, you and your husband.
Months, yeah.
6 months.
6 months.
So what a way to break you in, eh?
Yeah, scary, but I liked it.
I deal with a lot of businesses. A lot of my work is with businesses. I'm in business groups. And so whenever you can find a way to give back, because we all start somewhere. And on top of starting somewhere, there's also projects like this where without volunteers, without giving back to the community, they wouldn't be able to do something like this. So to be able to do something like this for a good cause and for a good project, and knowing that it's going to something that's going to help people, there's no better feeling. And so I think the whole camaraderie that everybody did to make something like this pull off, it just shows a testament of the hard work that Ray put into it and Debbie put into it, and just the residents themselves. I think, if anything, I'm hoping that people will come away from this with a feeling of how proud they should be of the residents, because it was them that did it. We were behind the scenes, it was them right in the forefront, and I think they're the ones that made it happen. So without their involvement and their wanting us there, it wouldn't have happened.
Well, I didn't think they would be as excited as they would be, because like my grandparents, they never really were into that kind of stuff. They were more of like, let's go play outside and stuff like that. So getting to know the senior citizens and getting their vibe, it just made the whole atmosphere of the working with them, it made them just like awesome. Like, it's undescribable.
The one that stands out for me 100% is the gentleman that was my Woody. He was my Toy Story character, and you know, going in, I had my vision of what I wanted to do and everything, and the guy was perfect. He was tall. I mean, I hate to say the word, but he was lanky. He was just like this very tall, but just flapped along. And when you think of Woody from Toy Story, he was always like, you know, just this very animated character. And that is, yeah, that's what the gentleman gave me is, you know, when you're taking pictures to people that don't necessarily model or understand what you're doing, every time I took my shot and my flash went off, he would do something different. And it was just this constant maneuvering of his body and just really playing with the character. And it was literally like he knew who Woody was and what Woody would do in the situation. And I think that gentleman really stood out, because when I took his shot, he was the one I definitely took the most of, because he was just giving me so much to work with. And when I got home and I looked at the shoot for him specifically, I found the shot right away. I said, that was perfect. It was just what he gave to me as a photographer to work with was absolutely phenomenal. That really stood out for me that day.
Oh, just the residents. They're so happy, so proud, so proud, and they love CareFor. They just love to be here. That's all I hear is how much they love it here. They just absolutely love it, and we have so much fun, and that's what it's all about, is laughing. I don't think there's any better medicine.
If you were trying to create a positive project that was good for your residents, was good for creating community relationships, and also getting public and community recognition, that this is the project for you. It takes a bit of work, but in the end, the payback is more than significant.